in my kitchen, and today I decided I was going to make some potato salad and some deviled eggs, because my husband likes those. But my kids are always asking me for my recipes, and I have to write them down again and again and again. So I thought today, all right, this is one of their favorites, I'm going to just videotape it, and then they'll have it forever, because the internet, as we all know, is forever. Okay, so let's get started. Well, I started peeling the rest of the eggs, and I came across a hard one. A hard one that's hard to peel. So I said I'd show you how to do that, so I'm going to do that. I'm just keeping on tapping it here a little bit more. This one is pretty stuck. It doesn't want to come off without breaking the egg. See? So what you have to do is get the water under that membrane. So pull one piece, pull out the membrane like that, and put the water under it. I just got cold water here. The water will help you remove the rest of this shell as you go slowly. As you get water under it, it forces the membrane away from the egg without tearing it. So that's how you do those hard ones that don't want to cooperate. They want to, especially when you're making deviled eggs, which is what we're doing next. You don't want the egg to be all torn up because the shell wouldn't come off. So that's what you do. Just get a tiny little piece open, get it under the membrane, and just keep pushing gently, and that will come off without pulling your egg. There we go. That one's done now. All right, so I'm going to take my trusty dusty knife. I also have, this is what I'm going to put them in. I bought this years ago when I was a young bride at a Tupperware party, and it's been fabulous. I love it. I'm advertising for Tupperware now. Anyway, okay, I'm going to cut the egg in half down the middle, like this. And if you shake it, if it won't come out right away, you kind of squeeze it around a little bit, and it'll pop out. And then you just put your eggs over in the Tupperware thing. Put the whites over in the Tupperware, or whatever container you have to put it in. Cut them in half. Give it a little shake. Sometimes they're stubborn, but they always come out. If you have to help them, then you have to help them. But usually if you give them a little shiver like that, they'll come out. So this is a favorite recipe of my kids. They just love my deviled eggs. And my husband loves them too. So most people have had them. They think they're good. So let's see. Okay, come on out. There you go. That was a big boy. That was like birthing a 10-pound baby. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. It takes a little patience to just get them nice and crumbly like that. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is again with the tablespoon for the mustard. Now these need more mustard than the, but I do have less eggs, so I'm not going to put as much as I usually do. So that's one. I'm going to put 3 in here. 2. Normally I put 4, but I'm going to put like maybe 2.5. 2.5 will do. Okay. So we'll let that go. And then we're going to stir that up with a little bit of salt. Now, you know, I'm sorry I can't tell you the measurements on the salt, girls, but and whoever's listening. But I just kind of shake a little, and you can always add more. Remember that. You can always add more. So we're going to shake a little salt. a little pepper alongside. Okay, a little pepper, a little cayenne pepper. Here's where we get our red pepper. Just a little, not a lot. You want to have a little excitement, but not burn your mouth off. Unless you really like that. I mean, you might really like that. Okay. And then we need our teaspoon of vinegar, which maybe a little less. We won't pour all of that in there. We can always add more. That's my mantra. Okay, so let's stir this up. We want it to taste good, you know. Stir it all up. Move it all around. Try and get all the egg, as much as you can, moisturized with that mustard and vinegar. Your salt and pepper will just blend right in. And then we're going to add, see, now it's too thick. We can't stuff our eggs with this thickness, with this consistency. I'm going to add the mayonnaise to get the texture that I want. So I'm going to start with about that much. That's probably about a tablespoon, maybe a bit more. Let's see what it looks like in a teaspoon, because that's how I'm going to load it into the eggs. Now, we're not fancy here. It's just me and my husband, so I'm not fancying this up. But if you wanted to, you could make this a consistency, which is almost there now, to put into a cake decorator and, you know, go bananas putting it into the shells. But for us, we're just going to go in there and eat them, so we don't care. We don't care what they look like. But for you young wives that want to do things just really nice, this is pretty nice consistency. But, I don't know, can you see that? Pretty nice. But I think I would put a little bit more mayo. I don't really want it to be falling apart. So I'm going to put a little bit more. Better to me. And now at this point, I got some on my thumb, so I'm going to taste it. Do I need salt? Nope. Do I need vinegar? No. Mustard? No. It is perfect. Tastes great. So you're all going to gasp at this now. I just licked the stuff off my thumb, but my fingers are still clean. So for me and my husband, I'm doing this. I'm using my finger. But for you, you can use another spoon to take it off of the spoon. Whatever you like, that's what you can do. That's the way to do it. And then now, oh Lord, I forgot a major ingredient. Great. All right. I'm gonna have to get that ingredient and have to put all these eggs, all this beat up egg back into the bowl and add my ingredient, and I'll show you what it is. You'll be surprised. So now, you see, this is why I don't want to write it down anymore, because I'm getting older and I forget. So, but at least I remembered for us. This is what is missing. Dried, chopped onions. You cannot have deviled eggs without this. So I am going to put a few dried chopped onions in here. I'll put it in my hand first, maybe give you an idea of how many. Is that enough? Okay, I probably got that. Sprinkle that in there. Stir it all up. Now you might be wondering, gee, dried onions, how does that taste? Is it crunchy? Yes, it is, if you don't wait long enough for the egg to put the moisture in it. But overnight, or even a few hours in the refrigerator, it's always best to make this the day before. Overnight, it just turns into a yummy, yummy, yummy snack. All right, so you've already seen how I add the eggs, and this is all going to come out. I'm going to make sure it comes out to all the shells that I have, and it'll be wonderful. And then at the end, here, I'll do one. Of course, these are going to be a little messy over here looking, but oh well, so be it. They'll still be good. So I'm going to put this back in here now. Hope nobody notices. That's my favorite saying too. You know what? Nobody's gonna notice that I messed up the eggs.
Hey, hello, come here, donkeys. Here we go. We started. Come here. What is that?
It's all right.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
You just take your paprika and give it a little shake over the top, just for decorations, really. Just a little, like that. And there you go. That's what they're gonna look like when I'm all done with this. So here are the eggs.
The eggs are pretty good, but you know what?
What?
That little crunch you get sometimes,
That's the onion.
yeah, there's a little crunch, but very little. Could use a little more crunch, I would say.
Really?
But they're very good.
See, they're dried onions. When you put them in, they're really crunchy, which is too much. They're dried. But overnight, they soften up, and then they make it just right. They're like real onions.
Well,
There's not supposed to be a crunch in deviled eggs, honey.
I like a little crunch.
Potato salad.
Hey, I like I also, did you make potato salad?
I did.
Well, why don't you bring some on and let me test it.
Okay.
See if it's any good. Did you put enough eggs in it?
I don't think you deserve my potato salad.
Well, is it as good as Stephanie's?
Well, this batch, no, but...
Well, you know, you've got to aspire to the best.
I taught her.
And I told you, she makes the best potato salad.
I taught her how to do it.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Potato salad, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's added something that you don't.
I'll have to ask her.
Yeah.
Stephanie.
You better check with her.
Tell me what you've added that I don't do. All right, I'm going to go get the potato salad.